So, good morning, all. Myself, Dr. Tushar Sambare, on behalf of SM Shetty College of Science, Commerce, and Management Studies. I welcome you all, our teaching staff, and the Cluster 4 college members. So, today we have organized this particular training session by keeping in mind on the focus of conducting online exams smoothly and following the all cluster rules and regulations that today itself we have received. So I welcome also our cluster members. Few of the teachers have joined to our college and this training session. Hope this particular session will be useful for all of you. I'll request our principal sir, Dr. Sridhara Shetty, to address the gathering about the purpose of this particular training and the essential things to ponder for the teachers. Sir. Principal sir, I think you have not joined with the audio. No, sir, we are not able to hear you.
Tushar sir.
Yes, sir.
In the participant, there is one name called as Surat. I don't know who that person is, but even that person not joined with the audio.
Yes. No problem, sir. What we can do? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Now I think I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You're audible now.
Okay. Good afternoon. The teachers from our cluster colleges, other colleges, and my own colleagues. I know that teachers are now under tremendous pressure. On the one side, taking the classes, and in a very brief period, we have to frame the questions for the ensuing examinations and other things. But it is a part and parcel of our work, and it's also the work of the university. Now, coming to today's training, in a very short period, I think there is a paradigm shift in the mode of examinations. Students used to come to the college and they used to write for the examination for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Because of this pandemic, there's a drastic change in the examinations. And finally, university thought that we have to conduct the examinations for our TY students so that their advanced study and also they can join the jobs also once they get their results and their degrees. For nearly 10 days, we are working on that. We are following the procedures told by the University of Mumbai. And yesterday, up to yesterday, I think we have finalized the timetable, almost the questions, multiple choice questions. And the e-platform is also very much essential. And my fluency over the e-platform is also very essential for the smooth conduct of the examinations. So when we have discussed Dr. Tushar Sambare, who is the examination in charge of SM Shetty College, has taken the initiative that, yes, we can give the training to our teachers, not only our teachers, even the teachers of our cluster colleges. And Professor Avneet Kaur is also joining with us for imparting this training. Now, our intention is that whatever you do, we do sincerely, honestly, and we see that it's almost error-free. Therefore, this e-platform is also essential. And how to operate this e-platform without any mistakes, that's also very important. Therefore, people who are knowledgeable, who can guide others, I think today we are doing that training our teachers. And I take this opportunity to appreciate Dr. Tushar Sambare, the examination in charge of Bansangas SM Shetty College of Science, Commerce and Management Studies. And also Professor Avneet Kaur is also equipped to impart this training to the teachers. And I think after the end of the session, with the many clarifications, queries and all that, you can clear it. And we will be equipped with to deal with the e-platform so as to beneficial to our students and to our institutions. And I wish this training program quite enriching one. And finally, I welcome all to this training program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Before we start the program, I want to give some instruction to all of the participants. All the teachers, those who are having or ATKT students or regular student for their subject, every individual teacher has to carefully observe the training. At the end, you can raise all the questions and clarify today, because it is going to be sole responsibility of individual teacher for conducting the exam of their respective subject through this platform. So the teacher must aware about the things, how to schedule the quiz, how to shuffle the quiz. So many points are there. We have worked on that. We are going to give you the instruction manuals also after the program. We will send it in our group, in cluster group also. But still, it is going to be sole responsibility of teachers. Coordinators will be there in Google Classroom, but they will just look after how the exams are conducted smoothly or not. So that one. At the end of program, we will also send you the attendance, because the other college people are also joined. We want to know who have joined from which college. So I'll request Avneet ma'am, Professor Avneet Kaur, to start with the program.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Assistant Professor Avneet Kaur from IT Department. I will be taking a training session on G Suite that will be used for our upcoming TY examinations. So I'll first share my PPT with you all so that you get a brief idea about today's training session. I hope the screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, madam.
So we are going to start up with G Suite training. That basically means the organizational ID to be used for for conducting these examinations. The whole training session I have divided into some steps. These are the 6 steps which you can see on your screen, which will be used which will be very beneficial for you to remember how to create your classroom and then how to invite. So let's discuss them one by one. Step number 1 would be you need to create your Google Classroom, which is mandatory for you can create. We are going to create a Google Classroom based on departments. So every department is going to have their own classroom for regular as well as the old ATKT examinations as well. Then step number 2, once we have created a Google Classroom, we will definitely need to invite the students and teachers using email ID. Step number 3 would be, once we have invited all the students and teachers, they have added in the Google Classroom, we need to create, or you can say quiz assignment. Specifically quiz assignment we are going to use because the paper pattern would be of multiple choice type. So we are going to use this option called as quiz assignment. Then step number 4 would be, we will basically make necessary settings which are required, so that, as sir has already said, we need to shuffle the questions, or how the display should be there, what things to be displayed to the respondents, students, etc. We need to make some necessary settings. Then step number 5 would be, once we are done with creation of a Google Classroom, students are there, quiz assignments are being made completely with settings as well, then we are going to assign it to a particular student or schedule the question paper. We will see the step number 5 as well. And the last step of this today's training session would be how to extract your results, how to get your results once the paper has been assigned to the student, they have submitted their answers, and then we will see how to get the results out of it. I am
Navneet.
not moving. Yeah, I'm not moving in a theoretical way further. Let's have a practical hands-on session.
Navneet ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so teachers, in this all step 1 to 6, step number 1 and 2 is going to, as per the discussion with coordinator, step number 1, create a Google Classroom. Step number 2, invite student and teachers using email ID. These steps supposed to be done by any individual teacher who from the respective department. The department can delegate this responsibility to single teacher, those who are good in this one, Google Classroom. After today's session, we are hoping that everyone will be good. After all our department presentation, all the teachers or all the departments have mentioned that they are using Google Classroom. But step 1 and step 2 will be supposed to be the responsibility of single person for creating Google Classroom for different exams, adding students and teachers. And step 3, 4, 5, 6 supposed to be individual teachers' responsibility to their respective subjects. Thank you, madam. You can continue.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the clarity. I hope everybody has now got that. That step number 1 and 2, since I have already said, it would be the departmental activity. So the coordinators can be in charge of that class, and they can take or they can choose any teacher. Rest of the steps will be taken care by the respective subject teachers. So I'll stop the share here. Let's get started with how to create a Google Classroom. First and the mandatory thing that needs to be used is your email ID, your organizational email ID. Since I have already logged in my organizational ID, so I'm
Navneet, madam, you need to share the screen.
Yes, sir. Just a moment. So since this is my organizational ID, I have already logged in. As you can see on the screen, G Suite A. I have already started up with my organizational ID. I've already logged in. There is, besides this G Suite, we have an option called as Google Apps. You can remember it with the help of 9 dots also. Just click on that. There are a variety of options that it provides. Click on Google Classroom. It will take you to the page of Google Classroom. As you can see, I have already created one classroom, so that is why it is being displayed over here. Now, the another step that we need to follow is how to create a classroom. Sabse pehle. So first thing that we need to do is, you have on the rightmost above top corner, you have option called as this plus sign, which actually displays either create or join a class. Click on this section, this plus button, go to create class. Join class option is basically for students if they want to join, or even teachers want to join somewhere else, so they can even use that option. So create class. Now the naming convention should be very proper when creating the class. The naming convention basically means it is the class is of what I mean, it is for what students? So we are going to write, if it is for TY students, so we can name it like TY, and if it is of BCom or BSc we'll write it like the department, BCom. Okay, then you can also mention the semester if you're talking about, since it is for semester 6, we are conducting exams through this class. So you can also mention the SEM 6. We can also mention over here, it is for regular students. Yes, if it is for regular students, you can also type here regular. Under this section, you can also type for a very brief introduction, description basically. So you can write even the batch or the year of the students. So you can mention batch 2019-2020. You can also write over here, since this class will also be used for some old students who are going to appear this year. So you can also write old students. Now, very important over here is now the subject. Since this class is going to be used for all subjects, we are going to conduct all the examinations through this class. You can also write all subjects. Then create. This creation will take a little bit of time. I mean, some few seconds, I believe. So okay, so as you can see on my screen, the class has been created with the name of TY BCom SEM 6 regular. Now in this classroom, we have certain tabs like stream, classwork, people, grades. Let's not go into much of detail of each one of them, but yes, what is required further. So now we want to invite students through email IDs, okay? So for that, click on your people's tab. I repeat, we have to go to people's tab, select over here, click on this people tab. It will take you to a page which will display teachers and students. Now, as you can see, I have created this. That's why my name is appearing over here, Avneet Kaur. There is no student right now added. That's why it is being displayed like this. Okay, I repeat, you have to go to People's tab. Once you go to People's tab, this page is going to get open. Now, what next to do for your email invites? Now, if I want to add certain teachers, there is a rightmost symbol that you can see, people, a person with a plus symbol. This symbol is basically used to invite. Now, click on this symbol. You are going to write the email IDs over here. So let's say if I add in teachers group, I have certain email IDs with me. I am going to add Himani ma'am and Mithilesh sir. So as I can see, I am using organizational ID over here, Himani ma'am and Mithilesh. I'm adding Mithilesh sir and Himani ma'am as invite. I'm sending the invite to these teachers so that they will be part of this class. So all the coordinators can actually add all the subject teachers in this class by sending an email invite. Now, since they are sent an email, they have to accept it, and then only it will be displayed over here.
Okay, Avneet ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, I already informed Himani ma'am and Mithilesh sir to be part of this one.
Yes,
so
sir.
they will open their ORG wala email ID and they will join. So
Yes,
their
yes.
name will appear here.
Yes, yes, sir.
Similarly, I also inform other teachers to play the role of students. They will also join.
Yes.
But I want to give one instruction to our all SM Shetty teachers also. As we have informed the University of Mumbai, we are going to use organizational G Suite. So please, whenever all coordinators are going to add the teachers in respect to different Google Classroom, so we are requesting them to add the teachers with ORG email ID only or EDU email ID only, so that our ORG or whatever organizational G Suite will be fulfilled. So trusted people we are adding that we want to portray to the university. Okay. Hope Himani madam and Mithilesh Chavan has joined. Or ma'am, you can also add me as a teacher to on ORG.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. it is Tushar S at SM Shetty.
Yes, madam. Till that time, Himani madam, Mithilesh sir, kindly join or accept the invitation sent by Avneet ma'am.
Okay, so as you all can see, Himani ma'am and Mithilesh sir have joined. Tushar sir will also join. We can send some students also, like they are also teachers, but yeah, today we are treating them like students. So let's invite them also. Invite Suman ma'am. I'll add Nabila ma'am. I'm adding Tushar sir as well with the student. I'm also adding Vinay sir as a student. It's not getting ahead.
Ma'am, once again refresh the page and you
Yes,
add.
I'm refreshing. I'm sending one by one. It's Vinay.
Okay.
Yes, sir is added.
Okay. Meanwhile, ma'am, you are adding that one.
So,
Okay. So I'll just instruct the all coordinators and teachers. We can add student with their email IDs only. Please do not share the invite code, because if the invite code is shared among the students, they will join. They can send that invite code to each other. All the department have collected student mapping data. In that, we have collected the students' email ID. So that email ID for ATKT as well as regular exam, we can post here, copy and paste at once. We need not to add one by one. Okay, whatever ma'am is saying, because there is some problem with email ID return or some address. Okay. Something
Avneet
is
ma'am,
yes, sir.
I have joined,
Okay,
accepted.
okay. So that's why it's not accepting. Okay, sir.
Yes, ma'am, it is there. I already joined.
Okay, sir. No problem. So we can third copy paste others also. I think Suman ma'am is left. So I've invited, I think 3 students you can see once they confirm. So you will have. So Vinay sir have already joined, as you all can see on the screen. Nabila ma'am is about to, I think she'll join. Suman ma'am. And then I can add, Tushar sir, should I add you also? Okay, I'm adding Tushar sir as well in the student section. So Suman ma'am has also joined, as you all can see. So this way you can actually identify the students have joined or not. You need not to share, as sir said, you need not to share the code, class code with the students. You need to invite them with the authorized email IDs. Now, once they get added, let's move ahead with another section. So this is the step number 1 and step number 2 that should be taken care by the department teachers. That all the students are added, all the teachers are added in the Google Classroom. So that should be taken care by the department teachers. Moving ahead with the step number 3 now, let's create the quiz. Okay, what to opt, how to create a quiz assignment. Let's start with that part. So we'll click on classwork. As you can see, there is a button called as plus and create option over here. select on this, you can see a lot of options. You need to just focus on quiz assignment. Do not opt for or get confused with assignment. Go for quiz assignment. Now the reason behind this selecting quiz assignment is it will automatically, once I select this, it will automatically give you a blank Google form, as you can see on the screen. Automatically a Google form, blank quiz Google form is being uploaded. You need not to touch these buttons, add and create. Automatically this we can edit, we can create a question paper using this blank quiz form. Now how to do that? Let's start. We can give title as a subject name. We can, for example, I'm making a paper of computers. I'll write computer systems and applications. Instructions, you can write down, read the question very carefully. And then attempt. You can add some more, if you have some figures added or some other instructions, you can add it over here. Now, these things, as you can see on your right hand side of the screen, this we will complete once we create a Google form or a quiz. Once we create our question paper of 25 questions, afterwards we are going to use these tabs. Okay, so let's go to first this Google form. Let's create this quiz first, the question paper which is going to be uploaded for questions. So I'm just going to click on this. It will take me to this blank quiz. Now, the very first thing that we are going to do is just name this quiz. It should not be blank. You can give the subject name, whichever you are taking. So if I am taking computers, I can write over here computers. You can also mention SEM6, something like that. You can also mention. If it is for regular, you can mention regular type also. All the information can be given to that also. So that name, title of your form should be given. Over here also, I am updating it as the subject name. Do remember that. Computer systems and applications. Under the form description, you can write if it is for SEM6 or you want to mention regular students or all students. You can write that. You can give a description over there. Okay. Now the first thing once we have created this form is we need to take information of students. We need to store information like their name, and we need to have, because the college is going to provide them the seat numbers also. So we are going to take that information. We want the student to fill that first. So let's create questions now. As you can see, automatically there is one question written over here, untitled question. So we are going to click on this. Now I want to change this, just replace it like that, just click a backspace, it will go. And just because we want to take student information first, that whosoever is attempting this paper, uska naam and his details like seat number should be entered. So we will write student name. Automatically there are variety of options which are given on this tab on this right hand side. As you can see, I'll just click on this. Since our university says that we need to create multiple choice questions, so we are going to focus on this only. But since this is an information which is to be entered by the student and it should be a kind of a short answer, so it automatically changes to short answer. Make it a required question. Yes, because we need to keep a record of every student whosoever is attempting the exam. So we need to make it a required. So just select this required option below. I hope it is clear to everyone. I'm repeating, and automatically one question appears over here. You can erase that untitled question and you can type the student name over here. The student is going to enter his name over here. It should be of type short answer, and if you need to make it required, it is a compulsory question for a student to attempt. Now to add another question, there is an option on the right hand side. These are the different tools that we have. So on the right hand side, as you can see, the plus symbol is basically used to add a question. Now, another question that I'm asking a student is his seat number. What is his or her seat number? So I'm going to write over here, what is your seat number? Write about that. Now, since it is of a number format, see, automatically it changes to a short answer type. And a validation is very important. Do not click on this remove. Otherwise, this validation, the child might enter ABCD in that seat number instead of a number. It should be of number format. So we need to have this validation over here. Again, make a question as a compulsory question. Now it's done. Since this type of questions do not have answer keys, so we are not looking out for answer keys over here. I hope it is clear. Now again, I'm repeating. Plus symbol say we can add a question like a seat number of a student. The type of the question should be of short answer. Again, important part is the validation part, which needs to be a number. So number is number, it's automatically coming. Let it be like that. Click on required option. Once it is done, now we are going to create a section. Why section? Because when we shuffle, if we do not create a section in our question paper, and we are going to use a setting called as shuffle the question orders. When we are going to use it later on, as you can see, even the information of the student is going to get shuffled. Name will come in between somewhere. To seat number will also get somewhere in between. So we have to mandatorily do that. सबसे पहले take the information of the student name, seat number should be taken, and then click on your section. When, as you can see on the right hand side, सबसे पहले हमने add question use किया था. Now we are actually using the lowest, the bottommost tab that you can see, which automatically says it's a add section. So click on that. Once you click on that, the section number 2 is automatically going to get displayed. I hope this much is clear to everyone. So section number
to add it with this, madam, all the teachers, I want to say one thing here. The creation of section is very much important, because later on in settings, we are going to shuffle the question. As Avneet ma'am already explained, so if we are not making the section, so if you are shuffling the question, so student name and seat number may appear at any number of any place. So that's why I'm just repeating whatever just Avneet ma'am said. Every teacher has to write the student name, seat number, make it mandatory, and create the section. And in the section, we are writing 25 questions. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Now for the section, we can again give it some kind of a description, like now the paper actually starts, so we can actually write multiple choice questions. Again, if you want to give some description over here, you want to write them something, you can write it in the description section. Now, once they read this multiple choice question, they becomes little active. They are going to identify that now the question part is going to come. So again, use this plus symbol to add a question. We're going to add this. Now, the question is being added. Let's type few questions. Let's take few questions which we are going to send it to students. So the very first question. I'm typing the question. If you have somewhere, you can even copy paste that. This is my question. I want the answer, where I'm typing a question as a dash monitors all the traffic entering your computer networks. Okay, so I will give them options. Click over here. Just start typing your answer. Give them options. Just click enter. If you click enter, it goes down. Option number 2. So click enter and type another option of your answer, antivirus. Again, click enter, give another option. We have another option, for example, I'm adding people. All the options, after adding all the options, all please do check the type of the question that you are referring to. So if it is a multiple choice question, do check it again over here. It is multiple choice question. Yes, it is being displayed over here. Moving ahead with the option. Now, since I've created a question, now I have to give answer key to correct this. Click on answer key at the bottom left. You can see answer key. Just select on that. At the topmost, there are points that are being written. So since we are having examination of 50 marks, you have 25 questions. So each question will have 2 points. So you can also write over here 2 points. Add that. After adding the points, select the correct answer. Once you select the correct answer, it is being stored only after you click on done. Click on done. Make it, as you can see, the answer is being recorded. It is being displayed over here. Now you can actually select required. This is a compulsory question for everyone. Okay. Now once you add this, it is a required question. Let's add another type of question. I want to add another question. Click on add question again. Let's move to another question. Again, start typing your another question. As you all can, see on the screen, I am not adding question numbers. Now the purpose over here is, if you add question numbers and you shuffle the order, it becomes again misleading for a student. They might, get confused कि मैंने कुछ miss किया है, and then they scroll up and down or something like that. So try not to mention. Automatically, you can detect it from here on the top. Total points is 2. That means you have only designed 1 question yet. So once 25 questions are done, यहाँ पे total points you can check. It would be 50. So that way you can check instead of putting question numbers against your questions. So let's design a second question. Again, type your question. Again, check the type of a question. It is multiple choice question. Yes. Move down, give your options of this particular question. Okay, press enter, add another option like website. Add another option like web page. Add another option like web blog. Right? Once you are again finished with your typing of your question, just give the answer. Do not forget to click on answer key. Click on answer key, give the points as 2 points, select the correct answer. Select the correct answer. Let's select the web blog is the correct answer. Okay. Click on again done. Once you are done with it, make it a mandatory question. Again, click on required. This is how you type your basic questions. Now the problem arises for maths and account teachers when they have some equations in their answers. So when they have they have equations or they have some kind of diagrams, so it becomes little problematic for them how to create. So let's add such type of question again. I am creating again another question over here. Using a plus symbol, I have added, as you can see, I've added another question. Okay, now to add such question, mathematical equations or scientific questions, we have a best option called as for image. So you can insert an image of that question, right? I have certain ready some of the images of some questions. Let's try that. Click on this image symbol just next to this. It will open another window which is going to ask you upload camera. You want to click a picture right now, or you want to upload it from Google Drive or from photos or something. So let's browse. So once I click on browse, it is going to take me to my desktop. Now I have a mathematical question. I'll just type maths question and I'll click open. So I hope everybody can see my screen. There is a mathematical question that is being displayed. Okay, the decimal form of so-and-so equation. Now, to give the options, you can give directly. You can give A, you can give B. What is the correct answer? You can give say C, you can give D. So these are the options that you can give for such type of questions. So that's also there. Again, answer key, put up an answer key to this question. The decimal of this is, again, first of all, add the points, then add which is the correct answer. So the correct answer for this is C. So I'll select on C, then I'll click on done. So once again, this is done. You need to make it mandatory. You need to make it required question. You can select on required. Another image type of question we can take. Let's add one more time. Let's click on this plus button. Let's add another image type of question. Again, click on browse if you have it on your desktop. Yeah, I'll just type math PNG, open. So as you can see, automatically another question, another image is being displayed, right? Now again, give your options as over here as A, B, C, D. Which is the correct answer. Now let's go back to answer key. Select on answer key. Give the points to the question. Choose the correct answer. Now the correct answer is D. Select on that. Click done. Make it a required question again, because all the questions are important for the students, otherwise they're going to skip some questions. So make it required. Then click on again another type of question, a diagrammatic type of question again if needs to be added. Let's have another question called as add question. Again, I'm going to select on this image, browse. Let's have some diagram. Select that, open. So as you can see, there is a diagram added to it. Now there are no options of this answer. So if you see that, it is asking for carbon positions to which the nitrogenous base and the phosphate molecules are respectively linked. So what we can do is we can give them exact answers, what positions you are looking out for. So as I can type over here, nitrogen is at first position. So I can write over here first position. Then similarly, I can write phosphorus is at fifth position. So you can write like this. You can add another option again, nitrogen. I'm just writing it in short now. Nitrogen then is at second position. So I can write it as in second position, comma, phosphorus is on sixth position. Similarly, again, next option, press enter. Nitrogen is at first position, and phosphorus is at third position. Okay, similarly, fourth position, you can ask nitrogen is at first position and phosphorus is at, just a second, I can see. Phosphorus is at fourth position. Okay, so this way you can add all the options, then click on your answer key, add the correct answer, give points to this question, and then you can click on the right answer. So the right answer is A. I'm going to select this and then click on done. So once you are done with this, the correct answer is being displayed on your screen. Click on required option. Once you're done with the required option, all the 5 questions are now being displayed on your screens. section 1, section 2.2. So these are some varieties that I have picked up, and I believe if anybody would be having any questions, we can actually discuss that part later on. So these are the questions. Now let's move ahead with how to make settings now. So as you can see on the top right now, I have made 5 questions sections wise again. Now let's make some settings over here. So let's go to the settings tab. At the topmost, you can see this a kind of a gear symbol that you can remember. You can just check. This is the settings tab. Click on the settings tab. General settings are being displayed. It is asking for email address. Do not select this option because we are already inviting the students with email addresses. And one more thing, when we go to the quizzes settings, automatically it is going to collect the email addresses. So we don't have to type that. We don't have to select this. Then it is asking for require sign in. Who has to sign in? So we do not that. We do not want to limit it to our organizational people only. Just deselect this option and select limit to 1 response. So the student is going to give the exam only once. They cannot reappear again and again for the same exam. Okay. Then respondents can edit after submit, see something. We do not to change that. Like that. So in general, you can keep a record somewhere if you can make a note of something. What you need to change is always select limit to 1 response. Moving ahead, we have another tab which is called as presentation. Now under this presentation, as you can see, we have various options like show progress bar, shuffle question order. We have to give this shuffle question order. So automatically my questions will be jumbled up. They will be shown in a different order. Any message that you want to show them later on? So yes, we can write down your answers have been recorded successfully. Been recorded successfully. So we can display that. Right. Then we go to the quizzes tab, which is very important. Please do check that it is a quiz again. Okay, so make a quiz. Already it has been selected. So this is make a quiz. If you deselect it, it will come like this. It is not getting make this quiz. So it should be a quiz. Just or it is coming selected. Leave it like that. Release grade. Do you want to release grades to the students on the spot? No, we do not want that. So do not select this immediately after each submission. Select later after manual review. So later after manual review. Now responding students should see what? Students should not be able to see the correct answer. Students should not be able to see the point values. They should be able to see if they have missed any question. So they can see that missed questions. So we need to make this tick. I'm repeating. Before then you have to click on save. I'm again repeating the settings part because it is really crucial for everyone to do this for all the teachers. So settings.
Ma'am, one statement I want to
Yes.
make.
Okay, sir.
Teachers, as per our plan for our online examination, this setting what just Avneet ma'am shown to you are common for all subject, whether it is KT, regular, to all the teachers. So please kindly once again have a look on the setting. It's supposed to be same while you are putting your paper in the Google Classroom for ATKT or regular. All the teachers must have these settings only. Thank you, ma'am. You can continue.
So I'm repeating with the settings tab. I'll just go again. I'll show you where to go. So this is the gear symbol that you can see on the top. Click on the settings tab. You have 3 types of settings being displayed: general, presentation, and quizzes. In general, it is actually asking you to see, as I've already said, we have not selected it. It automatically gets selected because in the quiz setting, we have done that. So select the email addresses. We do not want to restrict it to the organizational IDs. So click on limit to 1 response, deselect this option. Respondents can leave that option as it is. Then move on to your presentation tab. You want to shuffle your question paper? Yes. Click on your shuffle. Select this option as shuffle question order. You want to give them some kind of a message at the end? Yes, I want to say your answers have been recorded successfully. So you can type that. Then under your quizzes tab, just check it is a quiz. Yes. Release grade? No. Later, after manual review, we will see that. Okay. Then respondents can see what? They cannot see their answers, correct answers right now. They cannot see their point values. They cannot even, they can only see missed questions. So select this option called as missed questions. Now then click on your save button. So once you are done, your settings are being done. I hope this much is clear to everyone. So these are the settings that are needed. So we have done, we have completed. Now another part that we have to learn is just close this, move to your classwork again. Now we'll go to again our classwork tab. I have selected from the top. Move to your classwork tab. You can now, you can see everything is being done over here. Quiz has been updated. Everything is being recorded. Now what we need to do is we need to assign it to the specific students. We need to schedule the paper. So first thing that we need to do is for, as you can see over here, since I have two classes, as you can see, this paper is for which class, okay? You can even select that. So you need not to touch that because only BCom teachers are going to be added in it and BCom teachers are going to do that. So you really keep that like that. Then all the students, do you want to send this paper to all the students or you want to select few students? So let's say I don't want this paper to go to Vanessa. So I can even deselect this.
Anit ma'am,
Two students. Yes, sir.
in this setting, for ATKT specifically, I am saying,
Yes, sir.
when we are selecting this one, so we are going to add semester-wise ATKT. The few of the students are having ATKT in one subject, few of the students are having ATKT in two subjects. So every teacher has to be very much careful. They are all aware about which particular student is already there in for which paper. So only select only these those who are for your paper. For example, as Unit ma'am said that she is not going to send the that ATKT paper or whatever paper or this quiz to Vinay sir. So we are just thinking that only she is going to only there are only two students for that paper. So only select. This is a very important part because that's why we are conducting this particular whole system in Google Classroom, because this paper is going to assign to only selected paper on that day, on that time, as Avneet ma'am is going to explain you how to schedule that. So selection is much important because that makes an one security point. Once Avneet ma'am has selected that particular two student will get that this particular paper at that day and that time, that link will be not accessible for other teacher. They cannot send that link to any other. Only that student has to has the right to appear for the paper, and that too on time. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So this particular option, as sir has already said, I'll repeat, this option is basically for, generally we are going to use this for ATKT exams, because ATKT may we have limited number of students and all the students are going to be added to one classroom. So we need to select particular student appearing for a particular subject. So we need to do that. Then for example, now I'm selecting only these two people. I've selected already. So you can see over here, it is written two students. Now points, if you want to give, if you want to keep it as ungraded, it's up to you. So I want to give it as, for example, my quiz was of 10 marks. I'll write over here 10 points. I will, before scheduling, I will write the due date also. Due means basically till what time the student is going to appear for this exam. Till what time, till what date. So I can put up the same. For example, let's take a tentative date. They have an exam today, 18th evening, they have an exam. So let's define that 18th, and time is optional, but you should put up a timings, like, if it is for 1 hour exam, you can give that, spare of 1 hour to them. So if the exam is starting at 2, I can say 3 p.m. if the exam is starting, so it should end by 4 p.m. So I can give a time as 4 p.m. over here. I'll repeat, due date and time basically means that the exam, the link, the quiz that you are going to share is going to end till what time it is going to appear to a student. So they need to finish it up till 4 p.m. today. So I have, okay, today is 17th, otherwise I'll take 17th. So by 4 p.m. they need to finish this quiz. So I can allocate that. Now, once we are done with all the settings, all the things that you are seeing over here, we have assigned to the students, we have put up the marks also, due date and due time is also being kept. Now you can assign it. You can assign. Once you click on this assign tab, near this there is a tab, drop down arrow, click on that. There are 3 options given to you. You want to save it as a draft, you want to discard this draft what you have created till now, you want to schedule it. Yes, I want to schedule it because I want to make the processing. Let's schedule this exam. I want to schedule it for today only. मेरे को आज ही ये send करना है. So let's schedule this 17th and I want to give it as 3 p.m. So let's change the timings to 3 p.m. The students have to
मैडम 250 कर दो. 250.
Yes, sir. So it's been shown, see, 17th September, 3 p.m. The exam is going to be scheduled for the students, this computer's exam. Then click on schedule. So once you click on schedule, you can see that it's lightly gray colored till now. It's not been visible to all the students at all. At 3 p.m., all my students of this class will be able to access this exam, access this QP. I hope this much is clear. Again, you can even edit. As you can see over here, you can also edit. For example, the time you entered is something wrong. Now, one more thing that I want to add to this is you can also edit. You can also delete the link. If you feel like it is something wrong happened, you want to change it, you can even delete the link. So I am going to edit it. Now, my request to all the teachers is, for example, the exam is starting, the time allocated to students is 9 a.m. So keep it, schedule it for 8:55. Because sometimes because of connectivity issues, it takes time to get, scheduled. It takes time, somewhere around 5 minutes or something. So just give them that extra, time so that they do not get panicked. I have not got the question paper. I have not got the question paper. Something like that should not happen. So you can actually schedule it. You can actually edit it. So if it is 3 p.m. exam, I can actually make it as 2:55. Yes, I can do that. So I'll take again. I schedule it as 2:55 p.m. I didn't schedule again. Okay, so the time has not changed. So it's giving 2:55 p.m. Okay, now schedule. So as you can see, the time has now changed to 2:55 p.m. So now this exam is definitely going to reach to all these students. As you can see, I think I have selected 2 students, Tushar sir, and I think 2 students were selected. They will get this paper. Since Amila ma'am is not accepted, so we cannot see her in the classroom right now. So every student has to join it. Now this is the thing how you have to create, what all settings you have to make. Now coming on to how to record. So I have already assigned one paper in my previous, in my another class. I'll show you how to see the records, how to get the grades out of your this thing. So I'll go to my another class from the main menu, for example, TYBAF. I'll go to that class, and as you can see, I have already posted an assignment. As you can see, every student, once it is scheduled at the right time, it is going to be posted. See, I've scheduled it. It is up till 4 p.m. So it is allocated to one student. This is how it appears to us. So one student has already got this. They need to attempt this paper. Okay. So when I click over here, so you can see, you can view the assignment status. They are assigned. So Tushar sir is assigned with this assignment, and sir has to submit back. Once he submit back the answer, you can actually use import grades also, or you can also click on this option of form. You can click on this form option. Once you click on this form option, you have edit this form because you are a teacher. You can see responses. Once you click on responses, since right now it is 0 responses, you can use this Excel sheet. You can create a spreadsheet and you can get your answers. I'll show you, because sir has not turned. Right now I do not have answers in this. I'll show you another paper that we have already created. Okay, I'll go to my classes again in TYBAF. As you can see, we have posted this assignment. So FM1 student, it is being assigned. Once you click on this, you can see there is a paper. Avneet Kaur has done this paper, but she has turned in late because the timings were given over here. You can select again on this. I'll select on the edit option. Select on the responses. You have an option over here of extracting through a Microsoft Excel. Okay, so you can take spreadsheet option from here, and you can see the email address, the score of that particular child is being displayed over here. So since we have already taken student name and we have taken their seat number, everything will be displayed over here, and you can extract their score from here, from this Excel sheet, and submit your results. So that's it from my side, and I'll just give you a quick overview what we have done till now. I'll get back to the PPT so that you can revise the pointers one more time. Okay, so let's go to. So what we have done, so these were the 6 pointers what we have learned. I think how to create a Google Classroom, then inviting the students and teachers using the email ID, then creating a quiz assignment specifically for students, then necessary settings. So let's move ahead about all these things that we have covered. So very first step was use your organizational ID. Important thing to remember. Click on your Google app, that 9 dots that we see. Create your Google Classroom using a plus option. Naming convention to be referred, like TYBAF, semester 6, regular, again the batch of that year of that student. And you know, if you have all old students, I've given an example over here. Once your class is created, start the invitation process. You should invite your students and teachers to be added using the help of that person symbol that we have seen during the session. You can use that, type their email IDs, invite them. Then step 3 was you should create a quiz assignment. Where it is in the classwork tab. Under the classwork tab, you have a plus create button, which you have to create, and you have to select quiz assignment. Once you select this quiz assignment, again, give the title and instructions. The title should be the subject name, basically, of your paper. Then click on a blank quiz Google form. You need not to touch add and create button over here. Select the form, do all the necessary steps of creation of your multiple choice questions. Do that, type it, go to the settings. Once you are done with the settings, go to the setting tabs. Again, it will give you 3 tabs on the top: general settings, presentation settings, quiz settings. Under your general settings, limit to 1 response. For your presentation setting, shuffle your question orders. Under your quiz setting, just make sure what is being seen to the students. So they should not see your answers. They should not see the correct answer. They should not see the pointers. Do the required setting and save it. Once you are done with that, 5th step is basically assigning and scheduling. For 80-80 papers, again, the teachers need to be very careful. Those who are appearing for that particular exam, the question paper should be sent to them only. So select those students appropriately. I'm sorry. Then again, specify the timings, date on which the paper is going to be scheduled. Click on schedule. The gray colored this thing will be, once the students attempt that paper, you are able to extract the results with the help of responses in the form itself, Google form itself. From the responses, you can extract your Excel sheet and you can import the grades in the Google Classroom also. So there are 2 options. There is also option called as import grades. You can even use that. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much. Any questions, any doubts, you're most welcome.
Avneet ma'am,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Before we start question answer session, to help to coordinator how to manage the classroom, I want to share something. Okay. So how we have to create the classrooms? I have created for our BSIT sections from our department. Professor Himani and Mithile Chavan sir is going to add the students, particular student. This is the temporary class. First one you can see on your screen, TYBCom, just for this demo. Okay. So I will move along with that, how we have created. So I have created one classroom. First is semester 1 and semester 2 ATKT online MCQ exam, because including semester 1 and semester 2, I am having only 3 students. So I am creating only one class, because 3 students managing with the class will be easy. So I have also sent the invitation to teachers, those who are there. So Mithilesh Chavan and Suman Upadhyay, okay, these are the teachers are there. Okay. So these are the teachers are there. So these are going to manage the exam. Okay. So now this teacher will add the Mithilesh and Himani for our department, going to add the required ATKT student for this particular class or semester. Semester 1 and 2 ka only 3 student hai. So I have created one classroom. Now you can see here सेमेस्टर 5 ATKT. सो सेमेस्टर 5 ATKT में मल्टीपल क्वेश्चन है, सब कुछ है. तो सेमेस्टर 5 ATKT का सेपरेटली बनाया है. ओके. सेमेस्टर 5 का सेपरेटली गूगल क्लासरूम बनाया ताकि और लोग ज्यादा टीचर ज्यादा पेपर्स है इसलिए. सो पीपल में हम लोग देखेंगे, यू कैन सी हियर टीचर्स है, जो पेपर सेटर्स है उनको सबको जिन्होंने एक्सेप्ट किया है इनविटेशन उनका यहाँ पे ब्लैक में आ रहा है, बाकी लोगों का यहाँ पे बोल्ड में नहीं आ रहे हैं. So these are the teachers which are, but यहाँ पे एक ही सेमिस्टर का है and every semester different this one what I am saying different days को पेपर होने वाला है और एक दिन पे शायद ओल्ड और न्यू का दोनों का होने वाला है. So both of them can schedule, but स्टूडेंट्स डिफरेंट रहेंगे तो एक ही टाइम पे 2 एग्जाम शेड्यूल हो सकता है. स्टूडेंट दूसरे हैं बिकॉज ओल्ड और न्यू के स्टूडेंट्स अलग अलग होंगे. देन again I will show you one class. Semester 3 and 4 ka I have created only one. Regular ka semester 6 ka also I have created one. Okay. Semester 3 ka I have created only one, because semester 3 and semester 4 में specifically whatever data we have collected, only 2 papers are there mathematics का. So semester 3 and 4 का examination का timings अलग है, day same भी रहेंगे तो भी स्टूडेंट भी कुछ सेम भी रहेंगे अलग भी रहेंगे, टाइमिंग्स डिफरेंट है, बट एक ही टीचर को 2 पेपर सेट करने हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई इन दैट वे आई हैव कंबाइंड एंड मर्ज सेमेस्टर 3 एंड सेमेस्टर 4 ATKT. ओके. सो दिस इज फॉर ऑल कोऑर्डिनेटर्स हेल्प हाउ वी कैन मैनेज द classroom. Here only you can see people I have added only this much. Himani and Mithilesh for adding the this students by through their email. Suman madam who is going to be paper setter, then myself as a examination committee person to that particular to have a overlook. Okay. So these are time. Semester 5 you can see number of people, because these people are going to set the papers for students ATKT and regular. So this is from my side. And one more thing after few while, because Avneet ma'am has scheduled the our exam to me and Suman at 2:55. Okay, so we have not yet got that particular assignment in our mail ID. So whatever assignment is posted through the email ID joint student, that particular assignment is get posted in their mail ID. So student will get notified about that exam in their mail ID also, and they can also log in through this Google Classroom. They can go to classroom.google.com. They can do there and they will find in their classroom, respective classroom at respective time, they will find the assignment that I am going to share after the question answer session. And again, student can easily install Google Classroom as a mobile app. They have to just go into, if let us say a student is not having a tab or laptop, so they can easily join on mobile. Mobile, there is in Google Playroom, they have to search for Google Classroom app. Once they have to install, we have to instruct the student whenever they are installing Google Classroom app, they have to log in with the same email ID that they have provided with the college in the mapping information. Now forum is open for all of you to have questions. We will try to answer you. After this program, we are going to just release one training book also in the form of PDF, what and where and how to do the setting. Immediately after this program, with the help of Steffi madam, Vinay sir, we are going to upload this particular video on college YouTube channel so that our teacher can visit there and again have a live demo over there. So you all are welcome. Kindly raise your hands. Vinay sir will help me you to unmute and you can ask your questions.
हेलो।
Yes, sir.
हाँ, एक मेरा क्वेश्चन है सर कि एक बार टीचर ज्वाइन करेगा मेल से, राइट?
Yes.
उसके बाद वो पेपर अपलोड वो खुद ही करेगा ना, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम वो कैसे लाइक लॉग इन करेगा?
वही classroom.google.com में जाओगे या फिर अपना
हाँ।
मेल आईडी में आपको इनविटेशन वाला मेल मिला रहेगा उस क्लासरूम का।
नहीं सर, मैंने समझो मेरे एमकॉम में 4 टीचर को ऐड किया, राइट? तो वो चारों टीचर अपना मेल के थ्रू ही उनको जाना पड़ेगा एवरी टाइम?
मेल के थ्रू जा सकते हैं। classroom.google.com उनका साइट है। गूगल क्लासरूम आप गूगल में डालोगे, वहाँ पे क्लिक करोगे, वो आपको मेल आईडी पूछेगा। वो मेल आईडी उन्होंने डाल दिया तो उनको वो क्लासरूम मिल जाएंगे, वो अपने अपने क्लासरूम में जाकर पेपर सेट कर सकते हैं।
और सेम स्टूडेंट के लिए भी है?
सेम स्टूडेंट के लिए भी है। स्टूडेंट को भी ईमेल में नोटिफिकेशन आएगा, स्टूडेंट भी classroom.google.com में जाएगा, अपना मेल आईडी से लॉगिन करेगा वहाँ पे, तो वो जा सकता है वहाँ पे।
ठीक है सर, डन।
तो सेम जो सिंह सर का क्वेरी है, ओके, सो आई विल जस्ट ट्राई टू शो दैट ऑन द लाइव। ओके, सो ये हमारा एक ब्राउजर है, इसमें हम लोगों को एक एड्रेस डालना है classroom.google.com। ये मेरा एम्प्टी ब्राउजर है, मैंने लॉगिन नहीं किया इसमें अभी तक। तो जैसे जीमेल ओपन होता है वैसे ये ओपन होगा। व्हाट आई हैव पुट दैट classroom.google.com, ये इंफॉर्मेशन वहाँ पे आएगा। सो दे आर आस्किंग मी टू ज्वाइन विथ ईमेल आईडी। सो मैं एज अ स्टूडेंट भी जो मेल आईडी से मैंने दिया है, जो मेल आईडी से आपने ऐड किया है, वो एज अ टीचर मैंने ये नीचे का आईडी से tushar@smshettyinstitute.org से किया था। ओके, सो हियर आई एम जस्ट ज्वाइनिंग। Okay, so you can see my classrooms are with me. I think things are sufficient है ये। Yes, Singh sir.
Yes sir, 100%.
Thank you sir. Next question.
Nidhi ma'am.
Yeah. My question is first about description. After selecting quiz assignment, in the description, do we need to tell the time limit and marks and everything there?
You can put in that description. You can put in your Google quiz ka description. That depends now. As if you are thinking about college as a single entity, so we can do that one.
We can have that uniformity. We can describe
uniformity.
it.
We can decide what to write, what kind of instructions.
Yeah,
but, I think so. Timetable is displayed to students, so timing they are very well aware. One thing is important. We have to schedule the exam 5 minutes before the time, because it takes a time to send that particular assignment or upload into their class.
Yeah.
Now I will share the screen of my, as a student I have joined Avneet ma'am's class, where को मुझे ये मेल आ गया था। So स्टूडेंट के मेल आईडी में भी उनको आता है न्यू असाइनमेंट, ओके, कंप्यूटर सिस्टम एंड एप्लीकेशंस। यहाँ से भी वो मेल आईडी से भी जाकर ओपन करके वो दे सकते हैं। सो नाउ दे हैव टू ओपन, और अदरवाइज अगर आप मैं ये क्लासरूम में जाऊंगा, यहाँ पे भी मैं रिफ्रेश करूंगा ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भी मुझे वो असाइनमेंट मिलेगा, दोनों जगह पे, मेल पे भी मिलेगा, यहाँ पे भी मिलेगा। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं अवनी कोर पोस्टेड न्यू असाइनमेंट, यहाँ पे भी आप जाके मेल में भी से उसको ओपन कर सकते हैं। तो स्टूडेंट को हमारी साइड से डबल डबल इंफॉर्मेशन जा रहा है, वो क्लासरूम में भी उसको इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगा और उसके मेल आईडी में भी नोटिफिकेशन जाएगा, वो भी सिलेक्टेड पीपल को जाएगा जिनको हमने असाइन किया है और वेरीफाई करके ऐड किया है। नाउ दे हैव टू जस्ट क्लिक दिस फॉर्म. I think Suman madam, you can also be there. Some request access it was asking. Madam, I think Navneet ma'am थोड़ा request का और यहाँ पे कुछ issue है, that we will sort out. Okay. And then यहाँ से भी वो लोग open कर सकते हैं, तो फिर classroom में जाकर आप लोग वहाँ पे उसको open कर सकते हो, ठीक है? And then you can give. I think it will also ask for request. Some settings need to be changed. Navneet ma'am, in your account, we will see that. Yes.
Nabila ma'am.
Yes, yeah. Actually, Avneet ma'am, whenever you had sent me the request, I have not received due to network issues or in my mail. Okay. So I had told that Vinay sir to send because he was also sent the same invitation. But if I'm trying to join with that invitation, it shows me that you are not allowed to join. So if this scenario happens, then in that case, we have to send an invitation invite again to the students, right?
Listen, we are going to send the invitation to student on their registered email ID, whatever they have provided in our email. Okay, that student we have added with verified email, and all our students are going to added in the Google Classroom well before the exam, well before the mock. So after this training session, we are going to start adding the student. So there will be no issue, whatever you are saying. Today onwards, till the mock exam date, we can add the student, verify the student, whether student is properly added in the Google Classroom or not.
Okay, sir. Okay. Because I got this issue, I was not able to log in due to network. So that is why I asked that if this happens, then what?
Well, I think I have answered you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sahana ma'am.
Yes, Avneet, I think if you explain about practical accounting sums, like if I am having one question and in that if I want to ask 4 sub questions, so how I can put that? Means if I put it in a separate section, I think that will be better. So if you can highlight about that, I think it will be helpful for all the practical teachers, means accounts teachers.
Can you send me some on WhatsApp, some question format of something?
Yeah, sure. I will send that.
Just send me the question, I'll do it.
Okay.
So in the meantime, Sahana ma'am sends the question. We will proceed to the next person then.
No, I'll try to answer Sahana ma'am's question here only. Madam,
Okay,
in
sir,
Google Classroom, there is a provision of add image. Okay. So what we will do, your all questions or word format, we are not going to give. So we will add a picture of your that sum. And then later on, depending on that sum, so instead of adding a question, we will add a question in format of image. So that question we can keep blank. And then after 1, 2, 3, 4 question you want to ask, depending on that sum only. So that is possible, ma'am. That is possible. I think you can send it to Avneet ma'am and she will get it done for you one.
Prachi ma'am.
Next.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I want to add something to that problem that it requires access. As sir clicked on the assignment that Avneet ma'am has sent, and it was requiring access. So, I take my test in general on like BMS test series what we are having on Google Classroom with the help of this exact tool what you have just explained, sir. So, every time I click on schedule or assign, even if I do not pick the only Bunt Sanghas user, I deselect it and I select and click on the response. Every time students say on the group, ma'am, it requires access. So after the assigned, after I have assigned the test and they start doing it, I go back to the test again, setting it again, and I find that it has been changed to the default setting that is limited to Bunt Sanghas students only. So that is thing what I have faced every time. and again select it, and I again deselect the Bund Sangas option and select the limit to one response. So probably teachers will have to do it because I face it every time and it requires access. Although you make all the settings, but assign करने के बाद sir वो default settings पे अपने आप आ जाता है.
Okay,
It
so
happens with
same
me every
question
time.
I have discussed in coordinators group, but I thought other coordinators are also doing it same Google Classroom. So they said that it is happening properly because they required Google Drive permission settings to be changed to public instead of only Bund Sangas. So that I will get it done from Ashok Shetty sir. Be sure. Because the Google Classroom, Google site, all the apps are stored on Google Drive. So the drive requires permission to access from outside the Bund Sangha. That is the main reason why you are facing that one.
Yes, sir. Because that is why I think, sir, sorry to interrupt, but yes, that is why I think, because we have made the setting, do not restrict it to only Bansandra people, but still it is showing the access grant.
No, drive access we
Correct.
need to change. I think we in coordinators meeting I have told that because in edu.in, that is our local drive, that access is with me, so I can change that setting at any time. But now we will get it done through Ashok Shetty sir, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Stacey ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My question is, once I had an experience about keeping sections in the Google form, okay, and I had added two sections, and I myself tested it from another device, whether it is working or not. So what happened is I couldn't click on submit after putting mock answers in each and every question. It said that some fields are not answered, and I couldn't figure out what was the setting or what went wrong.
So that means you have made every questions mandatory. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So that's what you have put the two sections. Might be you have not answered by mistakenly
So that
section one question.
I have checked that every question was answered. Also, in my house also I asked other family members to put some mock answers. That same thing was happening with them also.
So that might be a mistake at the time of checking the answer. What teachers can do, they can take the test themselves once whether it is submitted or not, and they can clear the response. That is the better option before posting it to student.
Okay, sir, I'll try that, and if I have a difficulty, I'll get in touch with the technical team.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, who is going to ask?
In chat, one Susan madam has put one query. So Susan ma'am, can you speak if you can? I am putting asking you for unmute. You can just unmute yourself and tell ma'am.
Sir, the circular which you sent today, that circular says that each student should get a paper where the questions are shuffled. Automatic shuffling should be there in the platform. So would this have to be done by us, or would the system do it automatically?
Madam, I think you have joined very late. Today we have shown how to shuffle the question in Google Classroom. You can visit our YouTube. I will post the YouTube link of the same session. You can have that one. How to shuffle the question.
Fine, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Only that, sir. That's what I wanted to know about the shuffling.
Meanwhile, Avneet madam, you can give
Yes,
the
sir.
access to
Sir,
student that Stuman and mine.
Yes, sir.
Any question next?
I'm preparing for, I think Sana ma'am said that she wants to show that section wise question. So we'll take up his query, her query.
I have posted the link of attendance and feedback forms. There is a question by Nidhi madam. Will the response will also shuffle? No, ma'am. The responses will be in order of questions. And we will get the final grade report also. So if there are no questions, can we wind it up?
Sir, do we need to show Sahana ma'am's question, like how to create that type of question?
Yes, ma'am. And along with that, the questions that are needing access, have you changed the setting?
So I have not changed the setting. I need to share the screen, I think. I'm not, because I'm recording, no. So I cannot minimize.
Okay, no problem. You can share the screen.
Ma'am, Avneet ma'am,
Yes, sir.
you can do press Windows D. It gets minimized. If you press Windows D also.
Okay. Windows D. Okay. I got
Got
it.
it minimized?
Yeah, I got it, sir.
Yeah.
Teachers, kindly fill the attendance plus feedback form. Ranjit sir, you can ask. Kindly unmute Ranjit sir.
Yes, sir. I'll do, sir. Yes, Ranajit sir. You can unmute yourself and speak, sir.
My question was that do I need to do this only in Google Classroom, or can I just send out the question paper to selected students whose email IDs I can get?
No, sir. As per university rule, the required safety we have to maintain. We cannot send directly link to student.
Okay, so I will need actual email IDs submitted by the students to the college.
Sir, that Kalpana ma'am will take care. So you need to just prepare the question. You can be in touch with Kalpana ma'am. They will help you out.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, I've done the settings. I think Suman ma'am can check.
Tushar, we can directly take the questions from our question bank and copy and paste it while preparing it. We don't have to type it again.
Yes, madam, you can copy and paste.
Yeah, ma'am. If it is a Word file, yes, definitely
Yeah.
you can copy paste.
Okay, thank you.
So you can share the screen, ma'am.
Just give me a second, sir.
Suman ma'am, you can attempt the questions. I think
Ma'am,
request is still
the settings I have changed. Let's just check. I've changed the form settings. It is still asking for access. So where to go then to give them? I think my Google.
No, it is only admin can give that, madam.
Yeah.
That is not in our hand. The same question I have
Sir, can
coordinated.
Okay, so that's why it's not getting access.
We'll change that setting. No issue.
Okay. Okay, so I'll share the screen.
Okay, now I think I have got the access. Should I first view that one? Okay,
Yes,
I will attempt the this one, and then you till that time you can share that one.
No problem, sir.
Yes, ma'am, I have done that. Teachers, I'm requesting you, please ask your question because we are very short number of days, very less number of days remaining. Today itself, if we get everything clear, so that will help us as a whole teams, and we can conduct that particular program smoothly. I'm requesting you to fill that attendance plus feedback form. This is the few questions only. Okay. Liji ma'am, Sandesh sir, there are no questions. So after Avneet ma'am session, can we wind it up?
Yes, Tushar. Everybody must be in a hurry to make question papers again.
Avneet ma'am,
Yes, sir.
how much time it will take to show you that?
Sir, it's actually an image ma'am has sent me. I need to crop that image and then show.
So I'm expecting few questions regarding this. So we can answer that, and then Avneet ma'am will be ready, and everybody can see that how that can be done.
Can we see that, the test which you have attempted and how the marks are being shown?
Ma'am, that Avneet ma'am is teacher and she is also working. So we have given the test.
Okay.
So she has to show both of the things. Kalpana ma'am?
Yeah, the same question that if after that our server people change the setting, then we won't have this issue of login, right?
Request access का है, login का नहीं है.
Request access, yeah, request access.
I think in coordinators meeting I raised the same issue.
No. So yeah, I don't use this because even I faced problem of students not being able to log in. So I use my personal Gmail for the classroom tests.
No, madam, we will get the access. The admin has to do the setting.
Okay.
Ashok sir is the admin. I think Sandesh sir will help us in this regard.
Okay.
To talk with Ashok sir and get it done for us. It is not a big setting. I think Sandesh sir is not there. So I will ask him personally. Yes, sir. Sir is there, but not logged with invoice. Okay, Sandesh sir. We need to get in touch with Ashok Shetty sir for getting this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sana,
Yes,
madam,
sir.
you said .org on that day.
Tushar, sir.
Okay. And you said .org you have used. Okay. And this one, .edu ka I am handling. That settings I already changed. So right now also there is a chance we can use .edu.
Okay, sir. I think Nidhi was telling she has used the ORG. I don't know. मैं EDU use किया.
No, any one of you. EDU का setting मैं कर चुका हूँ change.
Okay.
Both are
So
same.
EDU is not having any issue. Yeah.
Even EDU we can use, na sir?
Yes. Both are same, sir. EDU ka setting, as I am admin, I have already done it for my student. BSc IT ka, and once the admin changes the setting, it applies to all the other things. So
Okay,
right now
okay,
we are deciding here only that we are going to use EDU. Yes, Sandesh sir?
Yes,
Instead of
yes. Better, sir, क्योंकि बाद में ये issue नहीं होना चाहिए.
Because sir, contacting Ashok sir is also a problem because थोड़ा time लगता है, उनके पास पूरा institute का काम रहता है.
Correct. Tushar sir, I got one doubt. Tushar sir,
Yes.
I got one doubt. In case हम लोग ने, for example, scheduled the due date. Our due date is due time like 11 to 12 करके कर दिया. If we want to change the time, can we change later on?
Yes sir, edit में जाकर.
Edit in the sense, for example, अभी सोचो कि एग्जाम चल रहा है. I felt कि दो तीन
तो नहीं कर सकते ना सर.
I felt कि 2-3 स्टूडेंट का इश्यू है, तो I want to extend their time. Is it possible? ऐसा कुछ ऑप्शन है सर?
Sir, they can attempt the paper and it will turn to you as in they have submitted the paper late. They can attempt the paper.
You can accept that. You can accept that.
अच्छा, टाइमिंग का बाद भी we can accept, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir. So it gives you a notification because you are a teacher for that class. It will give you a notification that the student has submitted late.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
So one more thing, all the teachers as we are here. So at the start we have started with .org that we are going to use for adding the teacher. So right now all the teachers, I am requesting you to start EDU, but we have to use organizational email ID because we have sent the information to university that we are using organizational Google Classroom because that is the valid one according to university. So all the teachers just regret because we are not knowing that consequences of .org. So we are going to use .edu domain, everybody has .edu email ID, just first name. If there is not, you can send me all teachers का need. Hope I know that कि 50% से ज़्यादा teachers अपना edu का यूजर ने पासवर्ड भूल गए होंगे. प्लीज गेट इन टच विथ मी. मैं आप लोगों को इमीडिएटली पासवर्ड सेट करके दूंगा. जब भी मैं अवेलेबल होऊंगा इमीडिएटली आप लोगों को edu का पासवर्ड रीसेट करके दूंगा. आप अपना नया पासवर्ड डाल सकते हो, आपका यूजर नेम वहां पे है. और सेटिंग्स मेरे हिसाब से सहाना मैम, इफ आई एम राइट, सेटिंग्स में ऑलरेडी कर चुका हूँ कि आप डायरेक्टली किसी भी स्टूडेंट को ऐड कर सकते हो और देयर विल बी नो प्रॉब्लम फॉर दैट स्टूडेंट. यस सहाना मैम, ये रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेस का प्रॉब्लम नहीं आता है ना बाहर का स्टूडेंट के लिए?
Yes, sir. EDU से मैंने तो even not with mail ID, even with code students को add किया है. So I have created 3-4 classes with EDU only. So उसमें आराम से हो रहा है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Even exams also I have conducted. So there is no issue with that ID.
So we are going through
बीकॉम का एग्जाम मैंने तो EDU में किया था, very smoothly गया तो very.
Yes.
Tushar sir, I have a question regarding the time limit. Although it was already said by Avneet that वो late submission आएगा. So I have 2 LD students. I don't know if they will need more than 1 hour to give 25 questions, but what is the extra time to be given if at all they require?
I think मैडम 2.5 hour के लिए हम लोग 30 minutes देते हैं ना.
हाँ, yes.
तो वो रेशो पकड़ के उनको 1 hour 15 minutes दे दो आप.
Okay.
Just a suggestion, ma'am. What I feel is you can give them extra time and you can schedule a paper for them separately.
But it will be the same paper, no? Again for them separately.
So yeah, we can
No.
do that. Ma'am, so same paper can be also assigned to them.
Yes.
With a different timing thing.
Yes.
Okay.
It is better they can say it late instead of वो whole चीज change होता है. उनका late submission आएगा मैडम, accept कर लेंगी.
That is also okay.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Nidhi madam, you can ask your question. You want to say something?
Yeah, my question was related to EDU ID, which you're talking about. Our visiting faculty do not have that.
We will create for them. You just send us their name, email ID and details, phone number. We will create it. And madam, that also in case of ORG के लिए भी उनके लिए बनाना ही पड़ता था अपने को.
हाँ,
तो
ORG
यहाँ पे
अभी
बना
उनके
देंगे.
पास है जिससे वो Zoom use कर रहे थे. So they are
But
having that.
वो अच्छा उनके नाम से क्रिएट करवाया है क्या?
हाँ, नहीं, उनका नाम visiting ही डाला है, BMS visiting 1.
नहीं, इट इज बेटर मैं उनके नाम से क्रिएट कर दूंगा मैडम, और फिर आप जब बताएंगे तब हम लोग वो बंद कर सकते हैं मेल आईडी. आप मुझे एक एक्सेल शीट में मैडम विजिटिंग के नाम, उनका ईमेल आईडी, उनका फोन नंबर भेज दीजिए बस. उनका इमीडिएटली मैं 1 या 2 दिन में करके दूंगा. सारे डिपार्टमेंट के लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ऑल द कोऑर्डिनेटर्स जितने भी विजिटिंग आपके हैं उनका प्रॉपर नेम, प्रॉपर ईमेल आईडी, दूसरा सेकेंडरी, उनके लिए फिर मैं आपको नया आईडी और इनिशियल पासवर्ड बना कर दूंगा. इनिशियल पासवर्ड उनको बाद में चेंज करना है. और अपने टीचर्स भी जिनको ईडीयू का पासवर्ड वो भूल गए हैं, प्लीज व्हाट्सएप मी इन पर्सनल, सो आई विल जस्ट रीसेट देयर पासवर्ड एंड आई विल गिव इट टू देम. पूरा का पूरा 30 का भी रिक्वेस्ट आया, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. एटलीस्ट 10-12 लोगों का नहीं आएगा. Ranjit sir, Kalpana madam will send me your details and you will get the college email ID.
Yeah, I'll coordinate that.
तुषार सर, even new teachers का भी करना पड़ेगा. दो
Yes. जो भी न्यू टीचर्स है वो पर्सनली मुझे अपना आई एम देयर इन SMS ग्रुप. पर्सनली आप मुझे अपना पूरा नाम, आपका सेकेंडरी जो आपका पर्सनल ईमेल आईडी वो प्लस आपका फोन नंबर एक बार व्हाट्सएप में एक ही मैसेज में भेज दीजिए. आई विल डू इट. There is one person, Tagdis Pavle. Vinay sir, can you unmute sir?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yes, even I don't have. I have said I said my coordinator about it. He has addressed you right now.
Okay,
I'm new
Sandeep.
invite. Yes, I am.
मैडम
first
सॉरी
year
है
join.
बिकॉज हम मुझे आपका नाम भी पता नहीं था, सॉरी है.
Okay, sir. I have newly joined, like on first.
Sorry,
Yes.
Sandeep sir.
No problem, sir. No problem.
I thought
Mathematics
someone
teacher,
else,
sir.
professor is
No,
asking.
on behalf of Tagdish only, I asked this question.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, Nidhi ma'am.
हाँ सर,
दीदी-
मैंने अभी ये लॉगिन किया है edu.id इन वाले में. So इसमें वो G Suite लिख के नहीं आता, but it has got all the functions, no?
Yes, yes.
है
Yes.
ना? हाँ.
क्लासरूम बना सकते हो.
Okay. The way it is written in our ORG वाला, it is not written G Suite here.
वो नेम इन्होंने दिया है मैडम, वो एडमिन पैनल से उन्होंने एज इट इज रखा है. मैंने अपने कॉलेज का नाम रखा है वहाँ पे.
और हाँ लोगो है.
हम लोगों ने फ्री में जी सूट लिया और अपना कॉलेज का लोगो चिपका दिया उधर. Avneet madam, should we wait or?
Yes, sir. We can start, sir. Can I share my screen?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Just give me a second. Okay, I'm just addressing Sahana ma'am's question. You can add a section if you have some questions in accounts, like you have some brief description or a table. You can add a section to it. Just select on add a section. Again, you can give a description over here. I have already saved ma'am's question like this, so I'll just copy paste it. So you can add a description like from the below information, answer the below questions. Answer the following questions you can write down. And then you can add your question. You can add description, you can add all the information about that company or the data that you want to give to them, or you can add an image over here, right? So you can add this. Then you can add, or if you have an image, for example, ma'am has an image, you can add that image by adding the question. You can add an image over here of that particular question. I do not have image right now, ma'am. So you can add an image over here, and then you can add questions related to that. For example, the description which is given over here, that can be added, and then you can give a question like related to the above paragraph, the EPS before merger of Mangal Company and Star Company are like this. And then you can add on options, whatever you have. For example, it should be between 50 and 60 per share. And you can add 5 rupees and 6 rupees per share. Something like this. You can add all the answers, 0.5 and 0.6. You can add another option like 10 and 20 per share, like that. So you can add question, and then you can add related to this again another question, and you can make them required questions. You can put up sections. Again, these questions will be shuffled within a section. That is the query of ma'am. I hope this is clear, Sahana ma'am.
Yes, Avneet ma'am. So basically, whenever we are having 4 to 5 bunches of question, I think it is better to give in sections only,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Otherwise, it will get jumbled with other questions.
Yes, definitely.
So, which should not happen.
Yes,
Okay,
all the
okay.
accounts teachers I can, and even I think this should be done for English teachers who are using some comprehensions or something. So
Yeah,
they-
paragraphs.
Yeah,
Correct.
so they can use that this kind of concept of having sections.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, Steffi madam.
Sir, I have a question about shuffling the questions. Now, the order of the questions will get shuffled, that I understood, but will the options A, B, C, D will also get shuffled, or that will remain the same?
Options remain.
No, ma'am. That won't get shuffled. It will remain as it is.
Okay. That's all. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, till that time I have received 4-5 requests. To some of them, I will tell the teacher, those who are there previously, your first name @smshettycollege.edu. Okay, so that is your username. First name था, जैसे ORG में first name plus surname का first letter था, यहाँ पे first name था, because this is our own domain, so we have that facility to give our name. So that was there. ओके और पासवर्ड मैं आपको रीसेट करके दूंगा, नो इश्यू, बिकॉज पासवर्ड मेरे पास भी नहीं रहता, आई कैन ओनली रीसेट. आप लोगों को नया पासवर्ड आपका देना पड़ेगा, वो काफी सिक्योर रहता है. तो जिनको यूजर आईडी नहीं मिला, अपना फर्स्ट नेम @smshettycollege.edu.in ये आपका यूजर आईडी है. नए लोगों के लिए मैं क्रिएट करके दूंगा. नाउ आई लास्ट, यस जैनब मैम.
Yeah. So my question is that in the name of the section or in the description of the section, in that box, is there a possibility to include an image?
Yeah.
It can be done.
यस अवनीत मैम.
I think ma'am description में option नहीं रहेगा, but better what you can do is when you are creating a question, there is an option of this image insertion.
Yeah, but see, if for one question, for one section, if I have that one image and I'm asking 4 questions about that, then I have to, because the question order is going to get shuffled, every question I will have to add that same image.
No. For section, if you are creating a separate section,
Yeah.
so shuffling will be in that section only. That will
Yes,
be
sir.
not in different section.
So where do I put the image if I don't put it
तो
in the
section
name of
वाला
the section?
क्वेश्चन जो इमेज वाला है वो एट द लास्ट सेक्शन में रखो. इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड दैट यू हैव टू मेक ओनली 2 सेक्शंस, यू कैन मेक 3 सेक्शन. जिस इमेज पे आपको 4 क्वेश्चंस बनाने हैं ना, वो आप लास्ट में रख दो, तो वो उसके क्वेश्चंस उसी सेक्शन में शफल होंगे.
Okay. And the image can come in the description box then, or the name box of the section.
Yes, Avneet ma'am.
Yes, sir. I think we can put up. I have not tried, ma'am. Just tried once the image can come. I think we can copy it.
Okay.
Ashish sir, do you have any doubt? You can unmute and ask, sir.
Yeah, I that only wanted to add to Zainab ma'am that if suppose we don't add image in description and it is added in question, the image can also shuffle down.
Yeah, that is the problem. So
that
each
is
and
the
every
problem.
question you want to
हो गया
ask in
ना.
that section,
I
you have
think
to
it is
add that
answered
image.
ना.
All the 5 questions.
हाँ नहीं इसलिए मैंने हैंड ओवर कर दिया वही क्वेश्चन.
सेम है, आंसर्ड हो गए ना क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है. So ठीक है. Zainab ma'am, do you have any other question?
No, sir.
Sorry, excuse me. Can I answer that?
Yes,
Zainab,
ma'am.
I just tried that in the section title there is that description option. Na? Description, in that there is a provision to add the image.
Yeah, so I think you can add, ma'am.
So under this section, the first thing you can add is in the description you can add an image, and then the next are the questions with their sub options that come. So there is a provision in the title itself to add image. I just did that.
Yes, I think Sahana ma'am. You can unmute Sahana ma'am. I think so.
Just a moment, ma'am. Yes, Sahana ma'am.
Yes, Avneet, tell me. Hello.
You can add on this description wala thing. You can add image and description, right?
Yes. That's why I wanted to explain about that only. So we can add there, and then from there we can give the 4 or 5 questions related to that image. Yeah.
So that doesn't get shuffled.
But we should keep it in a separate section. That is very important.
Yes, because that should not be shuffled. Okay.
Yeah, that should not be shuffled with other questions.
Other
which is not related with that image.
Okay, Avneet madam, can you show Suman madam? Have you attempted the test because she has changed the permission? You can show Avneet ma'am that particular test grades.
No, it is still asking for the access.
Sir, it's
I
not
have given that
working.
madam. You can show mine.
Acha, okay. So she's asking for the request, but every time I give her access or something on that form, it's again reframing it. Yeah.
Madam, I have submitted the answers. You can show them how it just appears for
Okay,
the
sir.
teacher for grading. तो 4 PM तक ending था.
Yes, sir. So it's
You can
still
show.
showing. So when we click on this, right? So as you can see, one turned in, one assigned. You can click on the form again. Here you will get the edit option, edit this form, go to responses, create a spreadsheet, create, and then you can see Tushar sir has attempted. His score is 4 out of 10. His seat number is this. His email address is automatically corrected. You can also see if the answers of all the questions, what he has answered. That's it, sir.
Yes, yes. I think there is one question from Advocate Hamid. Okay, we can start making question in Google form. Please, sir, this is quiz assignment. Only after the Google Classroom is made. Yes, yes. Please contact to your respective department head. They will give instruction because first all of the teacher has to submit 25 sample questions that we have to upload on website for helping ATKT student to understand that. Then you have to design a 25 question ka paper for this mock test, and out of remaining 50 that you have to decide. So you can start immediately after Google Classroom, but I think once every department will conduct the meeting before the work, and we are using EDU ID, sir. Hamid sir answered, or you can unmute and ask if I am not answered completely.
Amit sir, you can unmute yourself and you can say that.
No further questions, sir.
Okay, sir.
So thank you very much all the teachers for attending this particular, what we can say, training. Everyone is using Google Classroom. Hope 2-3 few new things we can add in that particular thing. So this is not about teaching a Google Classroom. This is how we are going to conduct an online examination in Google Classroom that is ahead of us. So with the permission of Vice Principals, Liji Madam, Sandesh sir, should we end the program?
तुषार सर एक बार ये फीडबैक लिंक डाल दो ना एक बार.
1 minute. Yes, Liji madam.
If everything is done, we can wind up because we have to experiment a lot.
Madam, every department will create the Google Classroom, then we can go in. But till that time, individually you can.
Yeah, that's what.
I think this is straightforward, no?
I'm thinking about that. I'll individually test with my students first.
Okay, so thank you so much.
We'll learn it now.
So
thank you so much. So let me
no
thank.
Planned vote of thanks, but thank you. Still, I'm taking this opportunity. It's my pleasure to just say about.
Thank you, sir.
So that's what I was about to say. Before that, you only started thanking yourself.
College Institute for giving us opportunity for conducting these sessions. Thank you, Avneet ma'am, for putting it lots of effort. Then thank you all teachers attending for this particular training program. You are given your precious time. So this is important because we must know about the platform so that आगे करना कैसे क्या है अभी सबको clarity आ गया होगा. Okay. स्टूडेंट को थोड़ा लेट इन्फॉर्म करेंगे तो बेटर रहेगा बिकॉज नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स दे विल स्टार्ट फाइंडिंग द सॉल्यूशंस कि कैसे क्रैक करना है. तो इट इज बेटर जितना बिकॉज दिस इज सिंपल. उनके लिए सीधा फॉर्म लिंक जाएगा और क्वेश्चन का आंसर देना है. तो उनके लिए कोई डिफिकल्ट टास्क नहीं है. वो पहले से एडेड रहेंगे ग्रुप में. तो आई जस्ट रिक्वेस्ट यू टू जितना मतलब उनका मॉक टेस्ट के पहले थोड़ा बहुत बताया तो चलेगा. उसको उनको बताने के लिए हरी मत कीजिए. पूछ रहे हैं. Then I will also want to thank the teachers from our cluster colleges, those who have participated. Thank you so much, all. We are ending the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Tushar, and thank you, Avneet, for this wonderful session.
Hope everybody has filled the Google form, and then now we are ending the session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the best resource person. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Tushar sir. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm ending the session now. Unit madam, immediately. Vinay sir, आप